Today I'd like to talk about that ultimate freedom comes through complete surrender to Jesus Christ. In Matthew chapter 21, there's a story of when Jesus begins to go into Jerusalem, and it begins by saying that him and his disciples go to the Mount of Olives. Now, what is the Mountain of Olives? Mountain of Olives, that was a place where King David and many other people would go pray. In fact, throughout the Bible, we see the mountain being a place of meeting God. So Moses and Elijah and Jesus and many others would go to an isolated mountain and go spend time with him. And so the first thing that we see in this passage is that we can live a life that's based out of our time of prayer. We don't have to literally go to a mountain, but that we can connect with heaven and bring heaven down to earth and earth to heaven. There's a great story about Jacob who had a dream, and the dream was about a ladder that went up and down and the angels would come down. And interestingly, in John chapter 1, in the last two verses, he tells Nathanael, "You think you've seen something yet because I told you were sitting under a fig tree. Let me tell you that you are going to see the angels going up and down a stairway of heaven, and basically that stairway is Jesus Christ." So what's so significant about Jesus going to the Mount of Olives is that his headquarters was prayer, and that our headquarters can be prayer. And how can we connect to heaven? How can we say, "Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven"? How can we bring heaven down to earth? Is simply by connecting to Jesus. He said that through him we can connect to the Father. And this is a whole other way of living, that we can be connected to the heart and the thoughts of God the Father and live our lives in constant communion, in constant connection with heaven. And this is why living, bringing heaven to earth, is a wonderful way to live. It's called a lifestyle of prayer.